wonderfuls. Welcome to the Redneck Cool Pool. Future Redneck hot tub, but it's toasty outside right now, so we're just leaving it unheated. It actually feels pretty nice. Finally did a little work to the Redneck hot tub, but we're not using it as a hot tub just yet. It's just going to be a nice cool tub because we're in a heat wave right now and I'm roasting. I need some water. However, after building one thing, I found out I had to build another thing. So here's what we got going on so far. Got an IBC tank inside faux foam, and I've built a little deck on top. Here's the foam cover. And the stone is actually, it looks okay. Filled it up with water from the garden hose. And this is what we're working with. So my well water has a lot of sediment in it anyway, especially the cold water. But this won't do. It's too murky to get in. It's mostly settled to the bottom. But either way, you're gonna need a pool filter. And that's where this comes in. So I already had the pump. And I actually already had everything, I just had to put it together. So it's a bucket. This will be the inlet. Outlet up top. Inside I have gravel in produce bags. And then I have stuffing from an old pillow. And then I have a landscaper's fabric around sand. So the idea is it's going to make a nice little water filter waterfall. Hopefully. So this is actually the second time I will be cleaning the filter. Doesn't look too bad, right? Until... Okay, I'll be honest, it was a hell of a lot worse the first time. That's really not as bad as it was. And yeah, again, still much better second time round. So like the big rocks are from the gravel itself, but all this sediment, this is from Sandy Well. So I'll rinse the bucket, rinse off the rocks, and either rinse the batting or use the one that I rinsed yesterday. Okay, oh, there's the water beetle. Can you see that? Yeah, I don't know how he got in there, but I wonder. Anyway, as you can see, visibility is much better. So the pump ran for a few hours yesterday, and I changed it after the first couple of hours. We're doing pretty good, so I cleaned the filter again, and I'm going to fire it up again. Oh, there's 2 water beetles. 1, 2. At least. Again, this is why it's important to get the water clear, so I know what I'm getting in there with. Those guys will be extracted. Getting clearer. I gotta fix the seal on the filter lid, bucket lid. But otherwise, it's been revamped a little bit. It's still working. Still working good. It's just coming out where it ought not to be. Also, built a skimmer. Oh yeah, I cut my thumb on it. Cutie pies. Being so good. Okay. So it's settled overnight again. And it's just getting better and better. I've only been running the pump a few hours a day and not overnight because I don't know if it's designed to be running all the time. But this is what we got today, and as you can see, I need to add some more water, revise the filter a little bit, and now I'm doing what I didn't know about to begin with, but if I knew the water was going to be like this, I would have ran the garden hose straight through the filter right off the bat. But hindsight, and we're going to do it now for the topper upper. Also tried to seal the lid onto the bucket a little bit better because it was leaking quite a bit yesterday. Hence the little plank that I have it sitting on to try and catch the water that was dripping out. And that's why we lost so much. Let's see. Oh, that's too loose. Okay, some fine-tuning required. Okay, the lid isn't as big of an issue for the pump. Just the hose pressure, I guess, is too much. So more holes would probably have also worked, but this is good. I'm happy with this. Now we've got a new filter, new pillow in there. Get a full tub. I'm just gonna let it run. Yep, that corner does look crooked. Whatever. Got some filters hanging on the fence panels. Somewhat of a lake view through the smoke. New little steps to get in. I have to get rid of all the flowers around here though, because the bees and wasps are just loving them and the water. I tried setting up their own little special water unit over yonder in the bucket. You're using that one too. Corner mount for the filter now. I can actually see the bottom. Still going though. After just under 2 hours, and that's been the filter running with just the pillow fluff in it. I took all of the gravel out. And holy crap, what a difference. So I also built like a little vacuum head for the pool vac slash filter pump. But it needs a bit of revamping, and I just need to, I think, like, wipe the sides and the bottom down. Amazing though. Wow. This is, I don't know, almost another 2 hours, I guess. Just awesome. How well you'll be able to see, but like the stuff I brush off. Kind of sitting down there loose. So I'll try to vacuum it up. So clean. Still gonna move the vacuum around a little bit. Some more particulates at the bottom, but otherwise, holy. And this is before any sort of chemicals or chlorine or anything like that. Just natural, filtered well water. Whoop whoop. I still didn't fix that corner. Okay, I just swapped out the filter and had it running for a couple of minutes, and then I put in the first treatment of pH lower. So that should lower the alkalinity also. And I'll test it again in a couple of hours. our DIY skimmer and scrubber. This was previously a coat hanger and a screen from the van. Some sort of angle. And a zip strapped a sponge to it. Our chlorine float. A red Solo cup with a pool noodle. Pool vacuum / filter. Garden hose. Broomstick, water bottle, and duct tape. Runs into the pump. And up into the bucket filter. And yeah, it definitely just works best with only the stuffing. I didn't need the gravel or the sand for this. And the power is coming from an extension cord, but to a GFCI, so it's safe enough. And the stick is just to keep the dog leash from taking out the pump. So I kind of revamped the insulated cover, and I may change it up again because there's a bit of a gap. I tried some sticky foam, but it just left a sticky mess. But it's okay for now. Everything was scrap wood and pallet wood. Leftover faux stones. Holy tarps. Fraction of a chair. I added some thread tape and it's still leaky. I think it's just different threads between the little spout and the hose. So it's got a little dish drying mat that catches the water and sends it on back into the tub. I'll have to adjust my mini lights a bit, but some of them are showing up all right. This is actually my first time fully getting in here. It was a long journey as I was using well water to fill it up, and there's a lot of sediment in the water, so that was coming out pretty well black and full of sand. Had to make the makeshift pool filter / pool vacuum, and it worked amazing. And all of its accessories were things that I already had on hand, so it actually cost me $0 for all of it. The only things I did spend money on were the water test strips and the pool chemicals. So once the water got all nicely filtered and cleared up incredibly well, I wanted to test it and get it balanced with all the proper chemicals. There's a lot more involved than I thought, but all I've had to actually do to it was add some pH minus. The pH and the alkalinity was really high, so I worked on that for a few days, just adding the dry acid and then running the filter, and then eventually I got to add just a half a puck of chlorine to my little chlorine float, which got all of the readings to pretty well where they need to be. Good enough for me to hop in, finally.
It's a bit fresh.
Part of the reason why the water has such a high pH is probably because of this little waterfall pool filter. Apparently that will aerate the water and increase the pH as well. But we're not going for perfect here, clearly. We're just going for redneck success. And I'm quite positive I've achieved it.
I learned to smoke my weed and mind my business, bitch. So fuck them haters and they homies, we up in this bitch. They in they feelings on that motor, boy, I thought I told them. I got my paper, drop my scroll, and it's too hot to hold them. And we still bleeding.